Hey, Matt McDarby here. One of the most common complaints that I hear from sales managers, frontline leaders, leaders of leaders, is I don't have time to do important things well. And they're right. It's a dynamic job, so many demands. But I want to challenge you in the next few minutes to think about if I'm feeling that, if I'm having that problem, if I feel like I can't do really critically important things for the business, I can't do them well, that's a problem that you are responsible for solving. No one else can solve it for you. So let's go through an exercise that's designed to help you solve the first problem. I don't have enough time to do important things well. Here we go. So here's a quick activity. We're going to drive towards some small changes with big impact. So you can see on screen, I've got some questions that I want you to consider. You can hit pause here and read the questions if you'd like, but I'll explain what the process here is all about. 4 questions that are really about 2 kind of separate topics, but we'll connect them in the next part of the activity. Quickly, the first 2 questions are meant for you to take stock. What are the really important things that I know that my team and I need to engage in that have the most direct impact on their performance and their results? Could be things like practicing position of key capability with target customers, could be coaching them on deals, could be planning calls, right? Whatever it is, those activities that make most impact on your team's performance, we need to know what they are, okay? Then the second question is, from the company's perspective, what are those really strategically important few mission critical initiatives that my team and I have to really execute well? So that's kind of the first category. Let's think about really what is most important. The next 2 questions are about the calendar and how you use your time. Take a look at your calendar next month, not this week, but next month. Why next month? Because that tends to be, if you've got activities already populated in your calendar, these are the things that are sort of pre-planned, that are a regular part of your rhythm, that were planned in advance. So look at your calendar for next month. You can see the question. What are the activities, the events, the meetings that take up the greatest amount of time on next month's calendar? So jot those down. Take a look at the calendar. You can, again, hit pause right now. Take a look at your calendar. Which activities, events, meetings take up the most time? And then that last question, I'm going to ask you to look for what's not there. Are there any important activities, like, for instance, those few things that make the biggest impact on your team's performance, or activities associated with key company initiatives? Are there any very important activities that are not on your calendar next month, or that are very infrequent? They're hard to find. What are they? So take a moment. Again, you can pause the video if you'd like, but I think you get the gist here. Once you've gone through this, the next thing that I want you to consider is, well, what am I going to do about that? Are there things that I need to change? I'm a big fan of simple exercises. Start, stop, continue is a kind of a fun device that I use a lot. In this case, we're going to use start, stop, continue as a way to identify what are some small changes that I can make, or that my team and I can make together, to ensure that we solve this problem where we don't have enough time to do important things well. We've got to make more time. Got to do important things well. So there are the 3 questions. What can I start doing that's going to guarantee that we focus regularly on activities with the highest value for us and for the company? Second, in order to make time for those things that we need to start doing, or doing more of, what do we need to cut out? Are there activities that we have to eliminate? We can't make new time, right? So what do we need to stop or cut out to make more time and space for those few important things? And then finally, presuming there are things you're going to find that are important, that are recurring, what can you and your team do to make sure that you continue doing those things, or do them more, or do them even better? In the end, the challenge is yours to solve. This is a problem that you as a leader must solve. No one else is responsible for fixing this problem. What changes can you make, small changes that will have a big impact on your ability and your team's ability to do really important things well? Last point on this. One of the things that people overlook that I find in the thousands of conversations I've had with sales leaders over the years is they don't devote time to critical thinking, to planning time. So if that wasn't on your list of important things you want to do well, think about it. Where does critical thinking, planning time, the time to slow things down for a little bit and be prepared, where does that fit on your calendar? If you don't see it on a recurring basis on your calendar next month, I'm going to suggest that's another item on your start list. Thanks so much. I hope you found this activity helpful. We release activities like this to our little community from time to time, 5 to 10 minutes, small changes, big impact. Thanks so much for watching the video. Look forward to talking with you soon.